Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Isaac. I'm a price action trader following Al Brooks, and this is my personal journal. Just documenting my own reading of the S&P Futures. So either the ES or the MES, the micros. This is not an educational video. Well, it's for educational purposes, but I am not a teacher. I'm just following the Al Brooks framework, and I am just journaling my own personal journey here. This is not financial advice. Please read the risk disclosure about trading futures on the CBOE website, and don't trade with funds you cannot afford to completely lose. Okay, so this is January 5th, Monday, 2026. This is the first full trading week of the year. We did have a full trading day on Friday, January 2nd, but then that was just the Friday right after New Year's. So this is our first trading week here. Market has just closed on the RTH. And we can see on the daily RTH here that we actually had a gap up. I actually want to talk about that first. So on Saturday morning, like early hours, depending on your time zone, there was a big event with the US going into Venezuela and capturing their dictator Maduro. And I thought that this would have an effect on the market. It's always going to have an effect, some kind of effect on the market. When it opens on the Sunday for after hours. And this is what we got here. We did get a gap up. Okay. And then was there any news event? Let me just check here. Okay, nothing that I could see here. So in the pre-market, it shot up. And then the market first bar on the 15-minute chart was this one here. And then it continued to go up. Was there any target based on the 15-minute Globex or ETH? Whoops. Not that I could see, just at a glance. Although the market did reach into these highs here. Before coming back down. Okay. I mean, what could have been a measured move target. Maybe if they broke out of this here. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. I haven't yet read the Al Brooks Discord trading room chat. I'm not currently subscribed to the webinars, so I'm still studying the Brooks trading course, the video course. I'm on my second run through of it. So so obviously my readings are still improving over time. As they say, everyone wants to be like Al Brooks. Everyone wants to be him. You got to put in the work for it, and you got to be really into this, and that's what I'm doing. Anyways, I want to point out something on the 5-minute RTH. So I remember, let me crunch this together. So I remember Rose had talked a few days back about breaking through this trend line. We came down, and then the bottom of this trend was here, and then that was a target, which we did hit. Seeing the market cycle here, coming up, trading range, then going down, pull back, going down, pull back, going down, and then coming back up again. And of course, with the Venezuela situation, we had a gap up, and this Monday morning we opened right in the channel again, right at the bottom of this channel. So you see that? And we also went to the top of the channel again. Anyways, yeah, on a personal note, yeah, really happy news for the people of Venezuela. They're celebrating on the streets right now after everything they've been through. So congratulations to them. How it happened is a different story. I know people are arguing about that, but the people are free now, and I'm pretty happy for them. But anyways, the effect on the market was we gapped up. Let me just fix this here. Okay, you know what? Let me try it this way. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. So started off choppy, you know, an up, down, up, down, up, down. We had a double bottom. This was clearly more of a limit order market. So, you know, we have a bear bar with a big candle wick going to the open of 2 trading days ago, which is this. If you see here, here's today's, here's 1 day ago, and here's 2 days ago, 2 trading days ago. Big bear bar. So the open is around there, and there you go. 6945 and a quarter. Bar 1 tagged that. There were sellers, came down about halfway. Sellers continued to go down to the open of bar 1. Buyers were there. Took this back up, then went up, and then we were just going kind of back and forth. We went up further. We went to the high of 2 trading days ago. So this big bear bar has like a little candle wick, very small one, on the top. So we went to that. There were sellers. Came down again, tested the open of bar 1 again. Buyers were there, carried this back up. And it looks like we formed a double bottom. And we kind of meandered our way upwards. And again, this being more of a limit order market, this is normally a case where I would wait for the market to come back to the entry point or close to it and then buy. And that's what happened here. Although I do remember last week, was it Rose or Tim Stout that talked about you know, if this bar closes above a certain point, then we could use that for our measured move. If it closes above there, but it didn't. So yeah, we were still kind of wobbling back and forth a little bit here. And plus, this is a wedge top. So still got to be careful. So sellers came in after that wedge to retest here. So this is a breakout test before coming back upwards. Now what about here? Okay, yeah, no, that one doesn't make sense, but if you look here, maybe use this as our neckline for the double bottom. We got a measured move there. Or was it this one? Could this be it here? Could be a wedge. Could be that we're just going one measured move of the wedge. Would we include... What if we included the low of bar 1? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Because anyways, if the market came back down below the low of bar 7, that would invalidate the premise anyways. So they have that as our stop. And then this is wedge, push 1, push 2, push 3. So that would be the starting point. So maybe not a double bottom, but more of a failed wedge continuing upwards. And yeah, we hit the target there. And again, we came back down to test the top of that wedge so buyers could get in. Went a bit sideways before eventually making its way upwards. We had a wedge here, yeah, nested wedge here, overshot, or even here, and it started to come down. So the bulls got their move there, and then this was the top of this channel, and then started to come down. Had 3, 4 sell bars in a row. Went a bit sideways. And came down again and went below this higher low here. And so that that damaged the buyer's case for going further up. Okay. I also noticed sellers might want a downswing of, I don't know, 10, 20 points. So if we start here, the close of this bar 28 was 6961.5. So we started to come down, pull back for maybe a breakout test before coming back down, pull back again, then comes back down, pull back a little bit, comes down again, breaks through here. I noticed that we retested the 5 points there. I am noticing what Rose talked about on the S&P. Institutions have these, she calls them pit stops, every 5 points of the way. So from 61.5 to 56.5. Yeah, sure enough, we're retesting there. Even to here, 51.5. So around here was kind of stalling here. Again, market still went down, took out this low, made a better case for the sellers. We came back up, kind of a V shape, but we started to stall here, and we could not pass this high here. But we did knock out this higher low here. So it was looking a little better for the bears. Had a little double top there. And again, going around 56.5. So that's the 5 point pit stop. It comes down to another 5 point, maybe 10 point pit stop. I thought maybe this would be a breakout test of the high of bar 47. But you'll notice here that when the market tried to go back up, it struggled one more time, and then we had 3 bear closes here. Yeah, 3 red closes here. And then the market just took a dive here. And I was thinking maybe they'd want to complete a wedge as well. With 36, 46, and then another bar, which ended up to be 63. Market went down, touched the seller's 20-point swing target, just went through it a little bit, maybe one tick past it to get filled, and that was a 20-point swing for the sellers. And then from here, obviously after this move, this bar here going up past above this bar, of course I expected sellers, and sure enough they were there. Went down a bit, but then went back up to test again. Started stalling here, but then had a nice move up here, and I guess that was just to retest the start of this move here, this bar. It's retest the high of bar 62. But then going a little bit sideways, and then we're starting to come to end of day. And at end of day, I think about what do the institutional traders want? And what they usually want is to influence the outcome, like the final look of the usually daily bar on the RTH here. Excuse me. And what I noticed was in the live session, they were kind of fighting back and forth over whether or not that this daily bar is gonna close completely above this daily bar from 2 trading days ago. You see this bear bar here with a nice bear body. So so that's what I noticed, is that the institutional buyers were trying to push above. See this here, the high of 2 trading days ago. So that would be above this candle wick. And if not, then at least above the open. And for a minute there, they looked like they were gonna get that at least. Now the sellers tried to push down to touch with the previous day's high. You see that here? See this? This is more of a doji. But buyers were there to carry it back up. But then sellers were in this area to carry it back down. And in the end, the market did end up closing within the range of this daily bar from 2 days ago. So there you have it. As I said, this was clearly more of a limit order market today. Like, especially for this failed wedge. Wait for it to come down. And you just buy there. Yeah, same here. Was this an okay stop order buy? Maybe here, above here, above here. I mean, I was thinking, like, it's a trading range. I'm sure it'll go back there, back up to these levels. There was a target that I had in mind up there, which actually coincided with what did it coincide with? The high of 4 trading days ago, which was this doji with a bull body. It never got there. It just continued back down. Any other stop orders? Maybe this one. Maybe stop order here. And then you complete that sell swing for 20 points. It's all I can see. Yeah. So overall, it's yeah, it was a trading range. Yeah, so other than that, we can look at well, also I was just gonna say nested wedge 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I think that's what caused this move up, just a retest here, along with retesting the start of this move down. Other than that, yeah, so this is what I saw on the daily RTH. As you can see, it's kind of going sideways. You know, big down, big up, and then coming down with maybe a little pullback, and then going down further. Gapped up with the news of Venezuela, and then tries to come up, but still a trading range. So, yeah, this is a sign to me that sellers want to use this as a pullback. Maybe it was a retest of this little pullback here, this doji with the green body, and then it comes down further. I don't know. As opposed to the buyers maybe wanting to take it up here, and maybe retest this, retest the open or the high of this daily bar here. The daily ETH, which includes after hours, so it's cleaner looking. Yep, big down, big up, big down. We had our bull body there. It retested. It actually did test. It actually went above this bar here, and I guess we found sellers there. So I don't know. I mean, this looks like a trading range here on the daily ETH. So I don't know. Do we come back down? Retest these lows here? Do we try to close this little gap here again? Because we failed to close it. Do we try to go further up? Maybe retest these areas here, these highs? I don't know. Let's go to the weekly chart. Trudging its way upwards. Again. What is it the market wants to do? What does each side want to do? Do they want to go retest the high of here? Retest these highs here, like this high of this bar. Do they want to go a little further and retest this high? That's what I'm thinking when I see that. Anything else? I mean, going, excuse me, going below this low here doesn't help the buyer's case. That's for sure. On the weekly chart. Although it is, I think that is the first time they touched the 20 EMA on the weekly chart. And I don't know, so many bars. So, of course, there was going to be buyers there. Let's look here at the monthly chart. So this one looks more like an uptrend. Lots of bull bars. Starting to stall here. This tested below this bar here. And of course it would find buyers after this many bull bars. Okay, so it comes back up. And then we get a doji here. And now for here, look at this month. Like, what do they want to do? Do they want to just retest here? Do they want to test a little higher? Do they want to try to test above this bar here from 2 months ago? Is it just going to go sideways now? Or will it try to go up a little more? That one remains to be seen. But I would think maybe sideways or up, just given the price action here. And again, I'm still working on my reading of the markets, and so part of the reason for these video journals is to get feedback from more experienced people, especially from you know, the Al Brooks trading group. I don't think the presenters will see this, like Rose, Brad, Tim Stout, Tim Fairweather, and certainly not Al Brooks himself. But I mean, anyone more experienced than me can give their feedback. Anyways, that is the monthly chart. Going back here. So yeah, that's my reading of today's market. If there's anything else that I think of, I'll do a second recording. Otherwise, that should be all for today. And I'll try to record every day. May not be possible every day, but I'll certainly try, even if I record from my phone, because I can remote connect in to the market on my phone. So other than that, so let's see here. Just want to see why I measured this. I want to see what that was. What was I measuring there? I think it was Oh yes. Yes, from this I think it was this move here. From high of bar 44 to the low of bar 46. I think that's what I was looking at there. Yeah, I can't remember why I measured that. Although again, with the sell move starting here, 61.5, and let's say the target being 41.5. Yeah. So that was our 20-point downward move. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything else, I'll just do another recording. But anyways, that's my reading of today's market. Feedback is welcome. And yeah, I will see you guys the next time. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.